Hello, my name is Owen Clark, and welcome to my speech on Balut titled How to Eat Unhatched Ducklings. Now, the purpose of my speech is to explore what I would call to be an extreme take on eating eggs. I'd like to start my speech by asking the rhetorical question, why should we even consider discussing the humanity behind this abomination? To that I say, if you consider this strange delicacy to be your enemy, then understanding what it is and how it is made and the culture behind it is crucial. So, what is balut? Balut is a street food that is common in the Philippines, where a fertilized egg containing a duck embryo is boiled and then eaten from its shell. The egg is usually eaten by sipping from the broth first before eating the yolk and then the duck. It was first introduced in the Philippines by the Chinese in the late 1800s and has been a staple to them ever since. A market for balut would develop in areas where Filipinos have migrated for work. Now, how is balut prepared? First off is incubation. Balut eggs are created when a fertilized duck egg is incubated for a point where, to the point where a fetus is somewhat developed. The embryo is incubated for periods between usually 14 to 21 days, depending on the surrounding culture, before it is boiled. Incubation conditions need to be precise. The purpose is to not have the fetus die before the right time passes, otherwise the egg loses its value. And once that is done, then once the incubation period is done, then it goes to boiling. After the egg has been created, then the egg is boiled similarly to how a normal egg is. A blue egg and normal egg are boiled very similarly. However, the balut egg reacts much differently. Instead of the liquids inside the egg solidifying, it actually liquefies and turns into a broth. Then it simmers the egg and the yolk, the duck and the yolk. The process of cooking the egg happens relatively quickly, and then is eaten straight away once it's done. It's not very easily preservable. The main purpose now, there's a lot of controversy behind balut. Obviously, there are some discrepancies on how the food is defined in countries where it isn't the norm. In some places, balut is classified as an egg and is akin to normal eggs, and so there aren't any restrictions. However, in other countries like Canada, balut is not classified as an egg, and so it is subjected to restrictions and other trading requirements, labeling, stuff like that. Another thing, balut is also considered to be inhumane. Now, that should be no surprise considering how it is prepared. If an embryo reaches beyond the first half of its incubation period, it can develop neural tubing for pain perception. From that perspective, the embryo should be euthanized or killed humanely before being cooked and eaten. In conclusion, balut is very much an eyebrow-raising delicacy that brings up a lot of questions on morality for consuming animals. The origins of balut, how it is prepared, and the concept of eating a dish such as balut has every right to be controversial, in my opinion. Yet I believe it's a topic that deserves respect of understanding to those who belong to the culture. Thank you.